Treasurer Joe Hockey has denied there's a housing bubble, giving some interesting advice to those locked out of the market.
The starting point for a first home buyer is to get a good job that pays good money.
Youth unemployment is now over 14%. We've seen apprenticeships fall. We've seen training programs fall.
There are jobs out there. What we need is motivated and active job seekers.
Grim news for job seekers today, with Australia's unemployment rate rising.
There are 789,000 Australians out of work.
The starting point for a first home buyer is to get a good job that pays good money.
A nasty shock today as Australia's unemployment rate soared to 6.4%, its highest rate for 13 years.
I say to Australian business, go and employ Australians. Go out there, have a go.
A nasty shock to the system for the Australian economy today, with the unemployment rate jumping to 6.4%, its highest level for 12 years.
In that 6.4% are literally hundreds of thousands of our fellow Australians who are without a job, who want a job. In reality, that means there are 777,000 Australians in need of a job.
Youth unemployment also up, now at 14.5%.
Jobs, jobs, jobs.
Good evening. There's no festive cheer for the Abbott government tonight, with confirmation our unemployment rate is at its highest point in more than a decade.
Jobs, jobs, jobs.
To be considered as employed officially in Australia, you need to work just 1 hour a week. Just 1 hour.
At the moment, more than 770,000 Australians are looking for work. The figures revealed in the lead-up to the Treasurer's mid-year budget update.
In a sign of the changing fortunes of our countries, Australia's unemployment rate today jumped above America's for the first time in more than 7 years.
One's physical health, one's mental health, one's self-esteem, one's social interaction are all negatively impacted by unemployment.
And just this week, Reserve Bank Governor Glenn Stevens said it will probably be some time before unemployment declines.
The starting point for a first home buyer is to get a good job that pays good money.
Around the country, there are more than 287,000 young people aged 15 to 24 looking for work. That's more than 1 in 3 of every person unemployed. To be considered as employed officially in Australia, you need to work just 1 hour a week. Just 1 hour. Seeking work and to be ready to start. So this excludes thousands from the official numbers. Also excluded are the underemployed, that is, people who want to work more but who can't find it. So no wonder all of us feel a little bit left in the dark with these numbers.
Australia's unemployment rate edged up 0.1% in April to 6.2%.
Today's job figures are extraordinary and disappointing.
If housing were unaffordable in Sydney, no one would be buying it.
Australia's jobless rate is now higher than the United States and expected to get worse. 5 years ago, the US rate was 10%. Australia's then 5.6%. The US rate today is 5.6%. Ours is headed in the wrong direction.
The starting point for a first home buyer is to get a good job that pays good money.
If we can't get some programs established to get younger people employed, we're really facing quite dire circumstances.
The numbers are of increasing worry for young workers.
Jobs, jobs, jobs.
The average Sydney house price is $850,000. Assume you've got a 20% deposit. That's a massive $170,000. But it leaves you with a $680,000 mortgage. Now that mortgage should cost you around 4.8%. It works out at $47,000 a year after tax. Now this is the average house, remember. The average wage is just over $75,000 a year. Once tax and super are deducted, you're left with $58,000 in hand. So that typical mortgage on an average home will gobble up 81% of the average pay. It's an impossible proposition, and it's why so many families need 2 incomes or are left stranded in the rental market.
Treasurer. Now Joe Hockey is under pressure to lift the rent of the...
I'm sorry and I withdraw.